Hey guys, what's up? It's Mandy and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I organize my art supplies and how I pretty much keep things the way it is in my room behind me, because I know a lot of people have different ways of keeping their things organized, so I thought I would show you guys how I do mine. But first, coffee. No, I'm just playing. I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but I do like pumpkin spice lattes. Be sure to follow me all on my social media where I'm super active, and yeah, I have my Instagram and my Twitter, which you will see right here, as well as down below in the description bar, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos. So now that said, we can go ahead and go on with this video. So if you guys want to see my art tour slash how I keep things organized, then just keep on watching. So basically, this is my overview of my art section in my room, or basically like where all my art magic happens. Okay, so down here on my desk, I'm not going to open up these two drawers. Sorry, my feet. I'm not going to open these two just because these are they're not really art related. I normally just keep some wires in there, as well as mostly like some papers for school, so not really important stuff. However, in this section, I like to keep some of these guys in here, and I like to keep kind of like more so like stationery stuff in there, but they are kind of art related. And then I do keep this in here, and this is basically where I store most of my pens. Not to focus, but yeah, I keep most of my pens in here, the ones that I will take with me when I go out and I want to draw. So these will always kind of stay in here. They're mostly like my more expensive and more favorite kind of pens, so I keep that in here separate from the other ones. This section right here is a lot of miscellaneous items, so they're not super organized right here. This is just very random stuff, like I said. I'm gonna open these up, and in this drawer right here we have some like powder. So there's these guys right here. They're really cool. I really like these, especially when it comes to watercolor. I like to put these on watercolor. They add such an amazing touch to it. And that will be in here, as well as some other just random stuff that I have lying around in case I need them. Second drawer will be scissors and some Velcro, because I tend to always leave Velcro. I don't know why, but yeah. Just random scissors. In this section I have stamps. I do like to make my own stamps, so I do keep them in here, and I use them quite often. And some erasers and a giant stamp pad. And this drawer is mostly just number 2 pencils, or HB pencils. Pencil lid will be in here. And then in here will be very random stuff. I have zip ties, some Q-tips to blend any powders, glue stick, and just random kind of backings for when I make stuff. Some kind of art wall, frame or something for that. And then in this one is mostly just my random permanent pens and highlighters, and just random like markers that I have lying around in case I need to write something down. I would normally keep them in there. And then in this section right here is where I pretty much organize most of my kind of finer supplies. So here I have my markers, and how I organize them is basically with a toilet paper roll, and I just kind of glue them together. I have about 8 of them glued together, and then I just stuck the markers in between like this. They really work really well and help me have them stand up, because I just like to grab them out when I'm drawing. It's just so easy. And then at this corner right here I have my paintbrushes, obviously. I do have the water brushes, paint ones that I really like to use a lot, and I kind of keep more of my smaller paintbrushes here. I'll show you right there. Yeah, I like to keep a lot of my smaller ones there just because they're kind of separated from the bigger ones, which brings me to this section. I do have a mason jar, which I really like using mason jars to keep things in here. I don't know, I think they're really cute, and they're more so my bigger ones. I kind of use these more for acrylic painting just because the brushes are a lot, the bristles are a lot bigger, and I like to kind of separate them. So yeah, these will be mainly for acrylic. And then at the end on this side would be mostly my color pencils. So a lot of these ones they're kind of mixed up. I do have watercolor pencils and my regular Prisma pencils mixed in with there. And then here I just kind of stored my gum Arabic, and you mix those up with water, and you can use them with the powder that I showed you earlier. Oops. Really cool. And then I just have a syringe for watercolor and a little sponge, and yeah, and these guys are just random sticker drawers. I kind of just keep something random in here for painting. Here I just have some confetti and some homemade stickers that I made. And in this section I have some other homemade stickers and business cards that I just kind of keep in here whenever I need them because they're just so easy to grab. And then on this side right here I have my tablet. So for those of you guys who are wondering how I do my digital art, I basically use this guy right here. This is the Wacom Intuos Pro, so it's a medium tablet, and I just keep this on the side because, like I said, it's really handy for me to grab. So yeah, I have that right there. And then on this side right here, I have my little succulent plant. This is real, this is fake apparent. Yeah, you can see it's fake. I like to keep this just so that way it adds a little bit of cute touch to my room. And of course, mason jars again for painting, water, and then I have this like shaving. I have to dump this out. It's gross, but yeah, kind of keep that in there. And then my microphone for those of you guys who wonder what I do voiceovers with. It's that guy right there. Yeah, I do have my printer right here. And it's kind of messy right there because this is something for my class. This is a storyboard for my film class. So kind of keeping it laid there for a little while. And then I just have some stationery notepads here that I just like to keep there on my wall. So I have pictures right there, really fun. And then in here I actually keep a lot of my paper, my watercolor paper, as well as my cardstock. I like to keep it hanging up because I tend to grab it very easily like this. I don't like to dig through like my drawers, so that's very like easy for me to grab. And then I have these tabs where I kind of put to kind of separate each paper, so I really like to keep those papers organized. In this section I just have the same paper, it's just that they're a little bit smaller. They don't have any tabs in just because I can find it easier than the bigger ones. But yeah, I actually made these are actually cardboard, and I just glued them together and I painted them white, so that's what it looks like. So it's really like a DIY thing. But yeah, you can see it's the big one and the small ones. Up here, not really art related, but I just want to show you guys because it's kind of one of my favorite sections in my room. Of course, fake plant, real cactus. Up here I kind of keep my DSLR camera on top of there, and I do have some stones here that I got from Disney World, so they're really cute and my favorite. Picture of my dog, some frames. So I actually drew this no face. I painted this a while ago, and then this one I just got a quote on Pinterest and just kind of made it on a computer. And then up here I just have some books. These are mostly my favorite books, so I kind of keep those up there because yeah, I like looking at those. And then some candles that I don't ever light, but I do like to grab them and smell them from time to time. And then my Harry Potter wand from Harry Potter World. And what else? Oh, I have to show you my cabinet. So this cabinet is a very big mess, but I'm trying to organize this. I'm going to show you guys how exactly it looks like without being organized though. So yeah, this is the only thing that's organized right now, but that section I made out of cardboard again because I really need to separate a lot of the stuff so I could fit all of my stuff in. But these are basically envelopes to sending out stuff. I got these little plastic things from Amazon so that way I could keep my art prints protected. And basically these are just more so paperwork kind of stuff for art. And then down below is where I keep all of my watercolors. So a lot of these are more watercolors. So I have this guy right here for canvas. I have watercolor palettes in there, some glitter. All up here are just fabric slash acrylic paint. So I tend to make banners a lot and do a lot of character cutouts for a lot of parties, and I always need those there. So that thing straight from the front to the back are filled with paint. And then these guys are when I was kind of really interested in making jewelry, so I do have a lot of supplies for making jewelry. So yeah, basically this is my entire like bigger art drawer than it is on the top there. But yeah, this is like basically Walmart right here. And yeah, basically that is my entire art section. I think I kind of went somewhat in depth of what I have. I didn't want to talk about too much art supplies just because I feel like you guys kind of get the picture. But if you guys want me to go more in depth, I can do that. But basically, yeah, that's how I keep things organized. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little background. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. So thanks so much for watching, and make sure to follow me on all my social media again. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.